Every time I get a new block, my border expands by 1 in every direction. We started small, but it's going well. Will we die before we can finish this 100-day Minecraft hardcore challenge? Let's find out. It's day 30 and I'm inside my base on this expanding border world. My crops are growing, my pumpkins are coming through, and all of my animals are starting to get, well, a little bit overcrowded, frankly. I might have to have a cull. It's day 30 and I've got a lot of plans for today. Specifically, I want to do something right up there. So I'm going to get up to the top of the mountain because I need to do a little bit of prep up there. I'm planning to make my base on the mountain top, and I think I need to flatten it out, frankly. It's just a little bit too, well, mountainy. So I'm going to go up, flatten it out, make a decent area so I can start to build a base. I shouldn't need to do too much. I think probably just a couple of 3 layers coming off of here will probably be enough. Let's get rid of this bird poo. If I come, all those emeralds there, if I come down perhaps to about this level, that might be enough, you know. Let's have a go. Day 31 and the top of the mountain is flatter. I'm cooking up a load of stone here. I'm also cooking up a load more charcoal because I've not got that much coal. Because I want to lay out a flat area of stone bricks to make the floor of my base. So I've made a stone cutter which also expanded the world border out by another 1. I'm going to start taking these out and making myself some stone bricks. And on the morning of day 32, because yeah, that's how long it took to get all of that stone, I went back up to the top of my mountain. And I'm not entirely sure I'm going to shape this up quite yet. All I know is I'm going to make some decent sized floor out of these stone bricks. I think I'm going to go over the edge. If I use, did I bring up some gravel? Yeah, I did. So I brought up some gravel. If I use the gravel, then I know that I can build out and replace the gravel blocks with some stone blocks, and that kind of overlaps where we're going, so that kind of comes around there like that. That's going to go down there, so that needs to follow that up and around. That'll need to go up there, that'll go up there. Yep, I think I know what I'm doing now. And I'm going to need to get some extra cobble because I'm going to bang through a load of stone, and of course every time I do that I'm going to hit some aquifer rubbish that I've got to try and cope with as well. I may have bitten off more than I can chew here. This is taking a lot of blocks, which makes me think it's a lot bigger than I've got in my head. But that's all right. I don't mind a little bit of a challenge, but I think I just don't want to spend 400 days mining. Although on the night of day 33, I've still not managed to do the entire platform. I am utterly under-resourced, so I think actually I am going to go and do a load of mining. I'm going to go and get so much stuff that I'm never going to run out. I think we both know that what I just said is complete rubbish, right? But anyway, cue a long time of me getting a lot of stone. And hopefully my chicken will still be here. So on the morning of day 34, I went back down into the depths so I could get a load more stone. And then I thought, while I was doing it, I might as well dig around underneath where the mob farm is, because I suspect the reason this isn't giving me any mobs is because there's something going on under here. So this is at 111297. And if I get down to the depths, that is around about Y39. So if I mine down to Y30-ish in those sort of coordinates, maybe I'll find an area that's not lit up, that's got loads of mobs in it, and I can light it up and then get mobs in my mob farm. Or get very deaded in the process. Hopefully it's the first one, not the second one, but I think that's what we're going to try and do. Well, my suspicions came true when I got to 236,281 at about 20 on the Y, and I found this massive old cave here, which I think I'm going to have to go and explore, because, well, there's bound to be, this is where it is, isn't it? This is where all of the stuff is stopping me, surely, this place here. And it turned out it looks like there's a bit of a ravine, which is potentially a bit of a disaster. So let's just come out. I want to avoid that. There's the border. There's a whole lot of blackness, and a whole lot of blackness over there as well. If I light this up, perhaps it's going to help me out. And by now it was day 36, the time was ticking. And I actually didn't find too many mobs that were going to cause me too many problems, which made me think perhaps they were beyond the border. Do I need to open up the border to get my mob farm to work properly? Surely not. But I figured seeing as I was here, I might as well get on with the mining that I said I was going to do. Although I did dig myself straight into a geode, which I'm just checking isn't, yeah, that's also very dark inside. So I'm having that, which is nice. Let's light this up. Looking around, there's a cave directly opposite it, so that's probably, no, Actually, no, that's all right. It's not too bad. I'm going to maybe get myself a little bit of this, I think, because each one of these is giving me a little bit of an extra border as well. I am stood at exactly Y30 at X111Z297, directly underneath where I was. And it took some getting here, I tell you. I've placed a torch on the block and I'm going to dig out and around to give myself a bit of space. This is going to give me loads of blocks, but it's also going to expose any of the caves that might be around as well. I'm going to need to make myself a load of pickaxes, I reckon. And I'm going to go downwards as I go, because bound to be the caves underneath me rather than above me, because above me it's not many blocks before I hit the sea. So I reckon it's going to take a few days. Let's crack on. So I started to dig out an area about a chunk wide, but it wasn't long before I hit an aquifer. Now, I could have tried to fill it in, but I came armed with some jack-o'-lanterns and they lit it up just fine, so I decided just to keep on going down to get the stone blocks, although they seemed to be mostly bird poo blocks, to be honest. It wasn't until I went down about 4 levels that I realised I was an idiot and I could just block straight down and do a north, south, east, west path every 5 or so levels to check for those open mob infested caves. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of this first. It would have made so much more sense. So I've gone down a fair old way. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different levels here. So it's about Y0 and I've just found something that is probably my problem. I don't know. What do you think? In the comments, do you think this could be my problem? It's a very big cave with a lot of mobs in it. I've got to get down there, unfortunately, but I'm a little bit scared of it, so I might come back later. It's day 41 and I wouldn't want the adventure to stop now. So what I thought I would do is climb up and come up through the ceiling, because I wonder whether or not the water's not that far behind me here, is it? So if I dig up a little bit, not too far, then perhaps I can get myself a fast exit out or a fast return back. So I've got myself a ladder out to underneath the mob farm here, and if I climb out I can place myself a couple of jack-o'-lanterns around it, just so as I know where my hole is. Come and take a breath, otherwise I'm gonna die. And then I've got a quick in and out, I reckon. If I come up here, yeah, look at that, that's perfect, right? And I was just filling up a chest boat with loads of stuff, and it turns out it is working, it's just rubbish. So, you know, I'll take that. I'll take rubbish. At least it's actually functional. I'll just grab a couple more here. I've got to make sure it works a little bit better. I've got to get some hoppers in there so as I can collect up the stuff. What's that there? Power 1 bow. Why have I all of a sudden got a load of things falling in? That's really weird, but I'll take it. Let's see how much of my experience is going to be taken away if I do that. So that's 3. I imagine the other way around it's going to be a lot more. Oh, it's 2. I appear to have a little friend at my door, so I'm just going to give him a bit of a belt in. Let him fire at me. There you go. And I'm just going to keep hitting him because he's not really an issue. But if there's one of him, that means there's others of him as well. Where are the rest of them? I'm just going to come up and have a look, because the last thing I want is to get done by a load of pillagers. Why is there only one? How can there only be one? They're not down that hole, which is the obvious place for them to be. I'm very confused. Oh, of course, they're wherever the aqua pillagers would normally be, inside the water. Why have I got aqua pillagers, for goodness sake? Come here. Right, I'm just going to kill you a lot. I managed to get myself mad cow disease, voluntary exile, but that's all right. I've not really got any villages anywhere near me, so that's not a problem at the minute. If I can get myself a little bit of milk, that'll go away. Right, so is that the whole of them? Were they all mer people? I think they might have been. I'll have a banner because that's an extra little bit. And it's pushed my border out just a little bit more. I'm just going to hang that there so as they all get scared and never come back. Unlikely. I've made myself 9 hoppers and I'm just going to pop back over to the farm. If I take that one out and I put that there and that there, and then what I need to do is take the ones in the middle out. So that one there, that one there. What I don't want any to happen now is for something to come along and shift and shift those 3. Then if I take these ones out, there and there, shift that there, that works. I'll put that back like that and then come around the other side and do the same with these 3. I should have a full collection system, right? That's how it works. I just won't get any mobs falling on it, but you know, you take the good with the bad. Or maybe I do. And I just hit them a lot and they'll collect up stuff. Are you collecting anything apart from XP? No, you didn't drop anything. Well, that means at least they are spawning in there, which is good. I must have done something underneath with the lighting up stuff because it's clearly working, albeit very, very slowly. But I'm going to leave it alone because I want to go and do something else now. It's already day 42 and I'm just about got enough to be able to make up all my stone, etc. that I want to start using to make my base up on the top of that hill. And it's just occurred to me I can get loads of extra space on my border if I just come through and make a load of stuff out of this deep slate. So I might as well just crack on with that. Expand my border loads. Look at that, I've got loads of extra space on that border now. There's loads and loads. I wonder how far that's gone. I'll even do it with the bird poo because it gives me extra space. So in the morning of day 43, I thought I'd pop along this way and see how far the border had moved with all of those silly crafting recipes that I hadn't done yet. Can't believe I hadn't done them yet, for goodness sake. And it had gone a fair distance. Look, I've got virtually into that coral reef that I couldn't see. The desert is over there. It's still a lot further to go, but it's definitely a lot further out. I wonder if I can get to that shipwreck yet. And actually on the way, I found another shipwreck. So I thought I might come and have a little look at this one, see what there is down here. I don't know if it's a particularly good one or whether or not I can get to anything because it's all very broken, but there must be something in it. Let me just take a breath. Let me come down. I reckon there's got to be at least one chest, surely. Oh, moss. I'll take that and some stuff. Let's come out and get another breath. Is it just the one? I think it might just be that one. Well, that was worth it. The border's still not quite out far enough on this side for me to get anything interesting. I reckon I've got to go out a lot further. I think I need to get some more work done up there. I'm starting to avoid it now. But before I did, I decided to put mending on my diamond pickaxe because frankly, it's about time. It's only 2 enchanting. I'll have that, thank you very much, because diamonds seem to be very rare here. I've got like 4 or something like that, so I don't want to lose the diamond pickaxe. So on the morning of day 45, I set down a brand new bed and started on the outline of the mountaintop base. I wanted to include some asymmetry, so I've added a square outcrop on one side and 2 circular areas to expand the footprint. These poke out over the edge of the cliff, so I'll need to terraform underneath those and landscape up to support those areas. I just put some temporary support blocks in for now, but I'll detail and build that up much later. I'm going to need a lot more blocks. I always underestimate this. Now, as is standard, I'm making this up as I go along, and I've realised I'm going to want a lot of the mossy variants of stone brick and cobble, so I've got to build myself a little bit of a farm. Specifically a vines farm, so I've made myself a load of clippers and I'm going to grab some vines off of these walls. I'm also going to grab some off of these trees. I'm going to set myself up a quick vine farm that's going to be a bit manual, unfortunately, but at least it's going to give me the opportunity to get plenty of vines, which will give me the opportunity to get plenty of the mossy variants. That will do it. I've got vines running around all the way around the outside of that, and they'll grow. Oh, that one's already started to grow down. They'll grow down and I'll pop them into my chest there. Got plenty going. That should get me a decent amount. In the meantime, I need loads of wood, and guess what? Loads more stones. So guess what I'm doing? I'm not even going to confirm you're right. You know you're right. Of course you're right. I've got to go and get some more. But before I did, I ended up with a pillager attack coming at me, so I've got to try and bash these ones away as well. You can go away. Go on, get rid of you. Go on, get lost, all of you. And you, and you. Yeah, go on. I don't want to be fighting you because that would just be bad. Just go away. You know you want to. There we go. Right, so you just keep getting dead, and then it's only you left. You're going to give me mad cow again, aren't you? That's not what we want. There we go. What do they expect? Ow, look at those arrows sticking out from all over the place. No wonder it's sore. Don't take any notice of that one at the bottom. That's not there. So on day 47, I started to collect up loads more resources ready for the next part of my build. And I found myself a little lush cave with a creeper in it whilst I was down here, which was quite nice because it meant I got to kill the creeper. And I'm hoping that there's not a lot. I've been recharging my mending. I've gone all the way up to 432 now, which is fab. But I'm just going to shove that in there just in case, because I reckon there could be some nasties down here, and I am not willing to die in a lush cave. That is the last thing I want to do. So let's light this puppy up and see what we can't find. There's going to be a few new blocks here as well. Look, there's another creeper. There he is. Let's shoot him a lot. There we go, that done him. Moss carpet, azalea, flowering azalea, spore blossom, plus a load of clay. That has opened up my border by quite a lot. Now, I made a mistake and I've ended up falling down a ravine, which is not what I wanted to do. But, so what I've got to do is I've got to try and kill these people a lot before they kill me, including this bony bloke here. And of course, this bony bloke's got a mate who's another bony bloke, and they're both wanting to kill me. So I want to run away because right now, I could end up dying quite a lot, and that's not something I was hoping to do right now. And of course, there's all sorts of bits in the way, like this, for example. Of course, we've got this boomy bloke here that I'm going to try and just blow up in front of me. There we go, that's him sorted. I have already got another shield. I did come prepared. Now, I've got lava around me. I've sort of got away with it, I think. But I am going to need to light this puppy up. I think this is the place that I saw a little while ago. I'm going to just get myself my hearts back because that was heart in mouth time, to say the least. Let's light this up because I think if I light it up it won't be a problem anymore, obviously. There's Mr. Creeper. Let's let him blow up, I don't mind. He can blow up as much as he wants. And I'm going to get this place a little bit more lit. He says he doesn't want to fall down any holes though. I've also got myself a lava bucket because I reckon if I can actually make myself a cobblestone generator, that means I'm not going to get myself into trouble when I come walking around these places again, innit? Which is generally seems to be what happens. I die when I go looking for cobble, which is ridiculous. Bony Bonce has come back with his mate, and for some reason he's brought another mate as well, because I've dispatched one of his mates and he still wanted to come back with another mate. So I think there's a whole gang of them here, frankly, and I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to get done by skeletons, although I have got full health at the minute and I don't seem to be doing too bad. So I just don't want to get done. Look, there's loads of them now. Why are they doing this to me? For goodness sake, come on. Right, you keep coming here. Right, but you explode, because I don't mind you exploding. And then you can die. And then there's only one of you left. And then hopefully, once I've got old zombie guts here, that should be a good job. Yeah, and he's got kind of upset with you now because you hit him. And if I just hit you a lot, that's going to do you, right? So if I now light the place up, I can stop being so upset about everything. Oh, there's more of them. Of course there is. Guess what I found? Yeah, come on. I've got you. Yeah, right. Excellent. Axolotl in a bucket. That's what everybody needs in their life. I want to avoid that Ender Bobby because he's probably going to want to eat me. And I've got a bit of a bad history with Ender Bobbies, frankly. So I'm going to lose him. I'm just going to try and light up this place a little bit more, and then I'm going to run away because that's what I do best. That's what Avos do best. Run away. I think I've got away with it, people. I've managed to get out into the exit where I was digging. At least I hope this is the exit where I was digging. It must be. I've lit it up. Yeah, I'm feeling much better about myself now. And I managed to get back up relatively unscathed without any scars by day 52. Yeah, day 52. You can imagine how long I was doing all that. And frankly, I need a breather. So let's call it there. Next episode starts day 52, and I'm really looking forward to getting it. I've got some massive plans. We are going to have a go at getting way through that. Plus, now I'm collecting up paper and leather, I need to get myself an enchanting setup. If I get a little bit enchanted, then maybe I won't die. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Really looking forward to the next episode, and I will see you then. You take it easy now. Bye.